everyone, it's Todd here again with another magical mystery review, and today I'm going to be looking at this album here, Hard Day's Night by the Beatles, released July 10th, 1964 on Polyphon Records, and this is one of my favourite Beatle albums, and I'll tell you why, but meantime, what was happening in Beatledom, so to speak? So, well, they finally conquered America. They went play on the Ed Sullivan Show, and they're now the biggest band in the world. And once they got back from America, they quickly made a movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. It's one of the best, or not the best, or if not the best. Probably later this month I'll be doing a movie review of it. So so look forward to that. So this album is this was the very first album to feature all original material, all Lennon McCartney compositions, and no covers. So let's get into it. Let's look at the songs here. We'll start off with the title song, Hard Day's Night. Now, this song is perhaps my favorite Beatles song ever. You know, it's was written by John and Paul. Yet Ringo coined the title whenever they're in the studio, you know, late at night, and he would say something like, "Oh boy, it's been a hard day's night." So you know, what I love about this song is, you know, well, everything. You know, that famous opening guitar chord at the beginning, and the speed up guitar and piano solo, and also a little trivia. Their engineer Norman Smith plays the bongos. Then we go into the next song, I Should Have Known Better, and so it has the same feel as Hard Day's Night, but with lots of harmonica throughout the song. And John was they were all listening to Bob Dylan at this time, and you know, there's a little bit of Dylan-esque harmonica throughout that song. Yeah, it's a great song. It's another great song, you know. And then we go into If I Fell, a lovely ballad from John, and a little help with Paul on the vocals, and you know, it has great two-part harmony. Makes you want to like cuddle up to your loved ones, so to speak, and you know, and just slow dance for a bit. And so we go into I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. Now this yet another song written by John, yet sung by George. Yeah, it's a nice song, you know, with a little Bo Diddley type backing to it. And then we get into Paul with And I Love Her. Now I say this is one of his best songs. And you know, the double track vocal from him, and the nice calm acoustic backing, you know, is absolutely stunning. And George's guitar riff, you know, which he made up on the spot, is perfect, you know. Then we go into Tell Me Why. You know, a nice little doo-wop style shuffle from John. And it's okay tune, you know, nothing more, nothing less. And then we go into Can't Buy Me Love. Now this is another great rocker here, from Paul. Yeah, and this was actually recorded in Paris, and Norman Smith overdubbed on the hit hat cymbal. You know, added more cymbal to the track. Yeah, it's a wonderful song, absolute kicker. And so that's the first side, that's the movie side, so to speak. And then we go into the second side, which is all which was made just for the album, so to speak. We go into Anytime at All, and nice song from John. And I mean, you could compare this to It Won't Be Long from the last album, with those descending chords. You know, those descending chords are there again. Then we go into I'll Cry Instead. Now this was actually written for the movie, but Richard Lester thought Can't Buy Me Love was a better choice for when they go out to the field and, you know, sort of run around. There's a nice tune, you know, excellent tune. Then we go into Things We Said Today. Now this was the B-side to the Hard Day's Night single, and it's a song from Paul. Yeah, and it has two different feels to it. You know, you have the nice calm bit with in A minor, you know, the verses, and then we go into the rocker bit in A major on the chorus, and check out the live version, Indianapolis. Check out, you know, once they get into the chorus, you'll actually see John, you know, sort of headbanging a bit, you know, just feeling it, so to speak. And then we go into When I Get Home from John. You know, it's this one's probably my least favorite, yet there's nothing bad about it, you know. Then we go into You Can't Do That. You Can't Do That. This was the B-side to the Can't Buy Me Love single, and this is the first song that John plays lead guitar, and you know, it's a nice 12-bar rocker with lots of cowbell. You know, more cowbell. We finally end the album with I'll Be Back. Now this is all lovely tune, lovely ballad from John. You know, we go from the aggressive side of John from You Can't Do That to the more passionate John on this song, and you know, the way he delivers those so it makes one's hairs in the back sort of stand up, so to speak. So yeah, so that's the album, and let's take a look at the album cover, so to speak. Now this album cover, you know, once again made by Robert Freeman, and you see, you know, there's a line of multiple shots of each Beatle, and you know, sort of like a, you know, film strip, so to speak, you know. And if you ever seen the movie poster of the British one, you could even put in Wilford Bramwell, who played Paul's grandfather, so popped up in Paul's row, and yeah, it's lovely, a lovely cover. And so, what do I think about this album? Well, it's one of my favorites, so to speak, and this is their best album in their early incarnation, and you know, in my opinion, the first great Beatles album, so to speak, and of course you hear George's 12-string Rickenbacker guitar, you know, sprinkle all over this album, and you know, of course, help influence the folk rock movement, and you know, and how they deliver an album with all original material, you know, at that time it's a pretty big accomplishment. So ranking, how do I rank this? Well, I would give this 4.5 Beatles for this album. So there you go, Hard Day's Night. So my name is Todd, and you've just witnessed me go through A Hard Day's Night. And so till next time, toodaloo.